Hey, Royals fans, Erik Jesberger here with the Lions Roar, joined this morning by head coach Kirk MacDonald, all the way from Wheeling, West Virginia. Coach, how you doing this morning?
Not bad, not bad.
All right. Well, of course, the boys coming off of a tough loss last night, and overtime loss, 4-3 down in Wheeling. You get set to take on the Nailers, however, for a second straight game on this 5-game road trip to wrap up the month of February. Coach, looking at last night, one of the positives I took away on the broadcast, Erik McFadden, a multi-point game, his second goal of the season, and in his first year pro, he certainly showed a strong performance. He's been playing well on the ice as of late, and it seemed like the stat sheet got a chance to reflect that in last night's game.
Yeah, Fads has been really good, since he got here. I think the one thing, he's a little bit older. He plays a very mature game. He defends really, really well. And then you think the offense is just kind of coming right now. And he probably hasn't got as many offensive opportunities he probably deserved just based on our depth on the back end. And Patty McNally and Corms, and you got Cockrell and Millman. Like, you got 5 guys there that can play power play minutes. So you're trying to spread it around a little bit. And sometimes you get shortchanged there. But like I said, he had 2 really good plays on the goals last night. And, we know he's going to keep on getting better. And hopefully there's some opportunities at the next level for him as we go along.
Absolutely. And as we move along, looking at last night's game, before we jump to tonight's game against the Nailers for your second straight down in Wheeling, it was an uncharacteristic statistic last night in the infractions and penalty minutes. 8 infractions for 16 total penalty minutes. After the Royals coming into the game, the least penalized team in the ECHL. I wanted to get your assessment on that last night, where certainly Wheeling took advantage when unfortunately the penalties were going against the Royals on the ice.
Yeah, and I mean, you're right. Obviously, very uncharacteristic, but you can't blame the refs. I mean, we earned all those penalties. They were 100% penalties that we deserved, and not sure I've ever seen 2 double minors for high sticking by the same team in the same game before. And it's tough because you basically had to kill an entire period of the game, and I thought we actually did a great job killing, but you get into a tough situation because you just have to kill so much. Eventually the other team really just has to not execute for you not to get scored on, if you know what I mean. Like, there's just so many minutes to kill. Like, eventually the other team's going to find a way to score because you're giving them an entire period basically of the game where they have one more guy on the ice than you do. Like, you can only do so much. And I thought we did a really good job killing. Even their first goal, they scored, we don't get it clear. They score with 6 seconds left on the kill, like on the 4-minute power play. Like, that's a great job. And then we're not hard enough. And then there's their chance. Right. And then you give them a 4-on-3 in overtime. And, they executed on the other one. And it's like, I thought we really controlled the game 5-on-5, but we only got to do it for 2 periods. And that makes it tough on you, So new day today, it's uncharacteristic for the group. They know they got to be better with that. And, we'll get back at it tonight, like you said.
And speaking of getting back at it tonight, you being a player with over 400 game experience in professional hockey and in your 8th year coaching, I want to get your thoughts on the fact that coming off of last night's loss, still bitter in a 4-3 final score, but you get an opportunity to hop right back on the ice today, facing the same team, same time, and same place. How good does that feel for boys in the locker room, but also you as head coach looking to get some redemption against the Nailers from last night?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you want to get back at it. Probably don't want to play 5 games in 6 nights or 4 games in 5 nights. But I mean, yeah, like, you got to get back on the horse. And I think we're in a stretch right now where we've actually played pretty well the last 3 games, and things haven't bounced the way we probably deserved a couple times. And, last night we got kind of what we deserved with the penalties, but last Saturday and Sunday, like, we played good hockey both nights. And just a tough situation where, like I said, probably didn't get a couple bounces that we deserved and deserved a better fate both nights last weekend. And now you're looking at, you lost, 3 in regulation, 1 in overtime, So the guys, they're in a good spot. Like, we know we're a good hockey team. We just got to stick with it. We've had a couple mental lapses here and there that have cost us big times, even going back to Sunday's game with a couple bad line changes against Newfoundland that lead to goals. And like I said, the penalties last night crushed us, and they know. so it's an opportunity to get back at. Like I said, the sun came up somewhere other than Wheeling, and we're looking forward to the challenge tonight and to get back on the horse.
Absolutely. The boys coming in now with a record of 23, 12, 6, and 1. Still second place in the North Division, right behind it, about a sliver behind the Newfoundland Growlers after their loss last night. So, Coach, best of luck against Wheeling in your second straight game against the Nailers down in West Virginia at West Bonco Arena. And for those tuning in to this interview, be sure to make it out to the watch party at Sly Fox Tap House. I'll get started at 6:45. I'll be on the broadcast. The stream will be going through Flow Sports, and you can make sure to make it out where we'll have our media team, our front office, the Ice Angels, and an appearance from Slapshot running some giveaways and some promotional events at Sly Fox Tap House beginning at 6:45 before puck drop at 7:10. Coach, thank you for joining me this morning, and best of luck against the Nailers tonight.
Thank you very much.